Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Keith Sweat, an unmistakable figure in American R&B and soul music, has made a permanent imprint on the business with his complex abilities. Past his spellbinding vocal ability, Smack is a gifted musician, record maker, radio personality, and creator. His distinguished lifetime ranges over many years set apart by various accomplishments. What's more, honors with a total assets of $250,000. Perspiration's business achievement is obvious. He has delivered a sum of 13 studio collections, each adding to his perseverance through inheritance. Among his striking works are Make It Endure Forever, 1987, Keith Sweat, 1996, Resurrection 2002, and Playing for Keeps 2018. These collections not only feature history, sweat, and creative advancement, but additionally reverberate with crowds across ages. Sweat's ability hasn't gone unrecognized in the business. In 1997, he gripped an American Music grant for the most loved soul R&B male craftsman, hardening his status as a fan number one. His ability procured him designations in a similar class in 1991 and 1998, followed by a Spirit Collection selection highlighting his predictable effect on the class. The zenith of acknowledgement came in 2013 when Smack got a Lifetime Accomplishment Grant at the regarded Soul Train Grants. This esteemed honor was a test to his perseverance through impact and commitments to soul music. He also brags an amazing count of 8 other Soul Train Grant assignments, crossing different classes and featuring the broadness of his ability. Keith Sweat's excursion from humble starting points to music fame is a demonstration of his flexibility and assurance brought into the world as Keith Douglas Sweat on July 22, 1961 in the energetic neighborhood of Harlem, New York City. His childhood was set apart by both battle. What's more, persistence raised by his mom Juanita Thompson, a diligent stylist, and his dad Charles Smack, who worked in a production line. Keith encountered the difficulties of growing up in a solitary parent family after his father's passing in 1973, notwithstanding the difficulties Juanita had given herself to accommodating Keith. Furthermore, his 4 kin imparted in them the upsides of difficult work and steadiness during his early stages. Smack shuffled different responsibilities to help himself and his family while chasing after his fantasies while going to city school. He pulled all-nighters at Macy's as a committed worker, displaying serious areas of strength for his ethic from a youthful age. The ends of the week were devoted to his energy for music as he leveled up his abilities playing with a band called Jamaya, laying the establishment for his future profession in the business. Sweat's assurance and desire drove him to investigate different profession ways at last. Getting some work in the sorting room at the lofty business firm Payne Weber, his tirelessness furthermore, drive moved him forward, and inside a surprisingly limited capacity to focus. 4 years later, he climbed to the place of colleague dealer at the regarded New York stock trade. A demonstration of his excellent capacities anyway. Sweat's venture didn't stop there. Driven by his enthusiasm for progress and a craving to succeed, he likewise assumed the job of manager at the New York Myrtle trade, further extending his proficient collection and showing his adaptability in the corporate world. Started in 1975, at the point when he joined the Harlem band Jamaya, denoting the beginning of his introduction to the music scene with Jamila. Sweat sharpened his craft as a lead vocalist, gracing stages across the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, established by bassist Larry People, group's guitarist Michael Samuels, and drummer Walter Bradley. Jamaya furnished Sweat with important open doors to grandstand his ability and fabricate his certainty in front of an audience. In 1984, Sweat pursued the vital choice to leave on a performance vocation, wandering into the clamoring nightlife of New York City's clubs. It was during his time that he grabbed the eye of Arena Records and Free Record Mark, bearing the cost of him the opportunity to record what's more, refine his sound anyway. It was in 1987 that Sweat's vocation genuinely took off, at the point when he was found by Vincent Davis. Furthermore, offered a recording contract with Amusement Records. This achievement made ready for the arrival of his debut solo studio collection, Make It Last Always, on November 24, 1987. The collection was a business achievement, selling a noteworthy 3 million duplicates. It's a champion track. I Need Her to not just top the R&B outline yet, additionally slung Sweat into the spotlight, proclaiming the daybreak of the new Jack Swing time. The melody procured him a designation for Best R&B Metropolitan Contemporary Melody at the renowned Soul Train Grants in 1989, setting his status as a rising star in the music business. Expanding on the force of his introduction collection, Sweat kept on charming crowds with his heartfelt songs and smooth vocals. His subsequent collection, I'll Give All My Affection to You 1990, appeared at number 6 on the Bulletin 200 diagram, further solidifying his situation as a diagram-besting craftsman, ensuing deliveries, including Keeping It Coming. In 1991, Sweat's adaptability and perseverance through requests, procuring him a spot in the higher classes of the collection diagrams, all through his vocation. Sweat's impact reached out past his own accounts, as he likewise took on the job of maker for soul artist Omar Chandler, exhibiting his flexibility and ability in the music business. In 1996, Perspiration accomplished a critical achievement with the arrival of his Onamos collection, Keith Sweat. This collection ended up being his best attempt yet, acquiring a great 4x platinum affirmation and taking off to the highest point of the top R&B hip bounce collections. Outlines its inescapable recognition was further set by its noteworthy presentation at number 5 on the renowned Board 200 outline. Solidly laying out Sweat is a power to be figured. Inside the music industry, following the gigantic achievement of his self-named collection, Sweat proceeded to dazzle crowds with resulting discharges. His 6th collection, Still in the Game 1998, accomplished platinum accreditation, confirming his persevering prevalence among fans. The force continued with his 7th collection, Don't See Me Coming 2000, which got gold affirmation, further establishing his status as an outline-beating craftsman, while ensuing collections might not have accomplished similar business accomplishments as his prior discharges. Sweat stayed a conspicuous figure in the music scene in 2008. His collection just caused disturbances by arriving at the main 10 on the Board 200 outline and guaranteeing the number 1 spot on the top R&B hip jump collections, graph reaffirming his pertinence. What's more, resilience in the business all through the years. Sweat's commitment to his art has been resolute, as confirmed by his reliable presence on the diagrams collections. For example, R in Solo 2010, Till the Morning 2011, and Dress to It. Trig 2016, Every made huge walks by arriving at the main 10 on the top R&B hip jump collections, diagram displaying his capacity to develop with the ever-changing scene of music. In 2018, Sweat offered fans one more presenting with the arrival of his collection. Playing for Keats, joined by champion singles, like The Number of Ways, including Casey and Boomerang highlighting Candace, cost further cementing his status as a melodic trendsetter. In July 2021, Perspiration took part in an exceptionally expected versus fight with individual R&B symbol Bobby Brown, enchanting fans with energizing exhibitions of some of his most prominent hits and reaffirming his perseverance through heritage in the music business. Keith Sweat's excursion from Harlem to global recognition is a demonstration of his ability, strength, and resolute commitment to his specialty as he proceeds to enrapture crowds with his heartfelt tunes and immortal verses. His heritage as R&B legend remains solidly in one piece. Keith Sweat's impact reaches out far past the domain of music, as he effectively upholds different altruistic organizations committed to making a positive influence on the planet. Charity among the aches, close his heart, is the American Heart Association, an association focused on lessening handicap and passing from cardiovascular illnesses and stroke through his help. Sweat adds to imperative exploration, schooling, and promotion endeavors pointed toward further developing heart well-being. What's more, saving lives besides. Sweat lends his voice to the American Stroke Association, a division of the American Heart Association, which endeavors to lessen the rate of stroke and its related causes. Through instructive projects and mindfulness crusades like the Give Me 5S Drive, Sweat works together with clinical experts to bring issues to light about stroke side effects. Furthermore, the significance of quick treatment, eventually pursuing disposing of strokes as a significant well-being worry, and expansion to his work in cardiovascular well-being. Thanks for watching this video.